Hello everyone, how are you? Hope everybody's in good health. Though I'm not in a great health today, I've got a bit of flu and my one nostril is blocked. So I don't know, today that I'm going to unbox, I will be able to actually give you the exact details of it. But hope I can because I've smelled it before. So okay, before I start, as you can see in the title below what I'm going to unbox today, and the fragrance that I'm going to unbox today is CK1 Shock by the house of Calvin Klein. So before I open this, let me tell you, this is the fifth bottle that I have and it is now mine. First, I got this fragrance for my father and for my father-in-law as a gift, and then I smelled it on my father and I really loved it. The way it smelled, I really loved it, and I actually took a decan from my father, from the gifted one, and I tried it and I really liked it. I even asked my wife how she liked it, and she said yeah, it is really good. And then I thought, I planned to buy another one for myself. I got one and I didn't open it. I just kept it for a while, and then I found out that after 2 days later it was my brother's birthday. So I gave that perfume, the CQ1, to my brother. Then I got it again, and after buying that, that was the fourth bottle, and after buying that I went out of the country and I didn't open it. It was in my closet. So after coming back, me and my wife, we bought few gifts and souvenirs for the family members, and then we found out that we haven't got anything for my nephew. So I had to actually give that bottle to my nephew. Then I thought, okay, fine, most probably this fragrance is not for me, it is not be able to be in my collection. Then after a few days later, I went to the store and was looking for some different fragrance, but I actually ended up getting it, and finally it's mine, and I'm going to unbox this today. Okay, let's do it. Nice feeling. Ta-da! Sorry, it was something wrong, I haven't opened it right. Okay, in the bin. So it's normal, the box. I actually love this coloring. It actually shows this is mainly for the young generation, the graffiti style, but I'll tell you in a moment for what kind of people it is. So CK1 Shock, the shock is embossed here for him, Calvin Klein. Here is your serial number and nothing much. It is a plain and simple box. Okay, so let's open it up. Okay, before I open it, I think after the CK1, the original one, that frosted bottle, that is for the summer, and though I will consider this as a winter fragrance, fall and winter, but actually you can go through all year round. This one, the CK1 is the fresher version, and the CK1 Shock, I'll say it is sweeter and something for the winter, the fall and the winter, though you can actually carry it through out the year. Okay, I'll tell you later on. Let me show you the bottle first. Okay, so here it is, nothing fancy. It is not that costly, and it actually comes in 200 ml bottle as well. Okay, first let me show you this. Okay, and the bottle. Okay, look at the bottle. To me, to be honest, this one looks to me looks like a cough syrup to me. It seems like a medicine bottle. There are many a medicine bottle, the syrup, antacid, or the cough syrup. It actually looked like this. Mostly all the CK1 lineup has this kind of bottle, and this is mainly because like so that like you can actually carry it around, and they actually give the sprayer separately. So when you are traveling, just unscrew this and put this cap. To be honest, I'm not really fan of this kind of thing. I do love the fragrances with the cap. So okay, but smells good. I was wondering it's gonna make a pop sound like when you open a bottle crack, but actually it didn't. Nothing. Let me put this. Okay, fit it in. It's not going anywhere. Okay, normally the bottle it doesn't seem like it's 100 ml. It looks really small because like the other fancy bottles, like they do have like many they normally produce heavy bottles, and so on. It is really slim, and it seems like like they've just made a normal bottle into black color and put the logo and stuff and given to the people. Okay, let me spray it for the first time this bottle, but I have smelled it before, and believe me, it is a really 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 good fragrance. Fine. Okay. Wow. It's lovely, lovely, totally lovely. To be honest, if you don't have this in your collection, like even if you're a newbie, or even if you do have so many perfumes, so many niche or designer, and if you don't have this in your collection is not worth it. To my point, it is this one and the CK1, the original one with frosted glass, which is very fresh. Those two, it has to be in your collection, otherwise your collection is not complete. Oh, so great. So this one, like when I gifted it to my father, and my father wore it one day, and I was in my room and I went out, and my father was ready to go outside, and he sprayed it. And when he actually left the house, the scent trail was there for a long time, and I was like, I was just sniffing around, like it was so good. And that was the first time like I smelled it, and I have though seen many reviews on it, heard it is very good and good, but at that time I really found out how good it was. The amber in this, the sweetness, it is so, I'll say like it is so youthful yet mature. Like the young people can pull it off easily, and even the mature people. Um, I don't mind, like like even a 50 or 60 year old, like my father is 60 years old, and it smells great on him. Like if somebody says like no, it is not your scent, no, it's not that. Like even I have given to my nephew, he's 16. When he wears it, I love it. When my dad wears, he's 60, I love it. And now like I'm middle aged, not middle aged, I say like I'm 30, and I wear it and I love it. So it is for all generation people, and such a nice creation by the house of Calvin Klein. It is sweet, uh, starts with a bit of freshness, not that freshness. It comes with orange and amber and tobacco. It is so well blended together, and the uh, this creation, the fragrance, like it does not change much. Like there are many like top notes, mid notes, and it changes, but it doesn't change that much throughout. You normally get the similar kind of smell. Oh, so great. It is like what we'll say, like the amber and the orange, it is so well blended, and later on like when the tobacco hits in, it's like a beauty. And within the price range, like it's so unique. I don't know, like in my collection I don't have any other fragrance. Like I do have like tobacco based fragrances, but it doesn't smell like this. And even it is worth it, like I do have 100 ml, and it costed me around like $20. But I would say if you do get a very good deal, it is better to go for 200 ml and you won't regret. And my father normally overspray every fragrances. He goes like he doesn't even count like how many sprays he's going on. But even in the summer heat, I think like if it is very hot outside, it might be a bit cloying, but normally I love it. Normally, like to my nose, I don't get bored of it. Like the I don't get headache. Like there are many other fragrances like which you over apply like you do get headache, but actually this does not give you a headache. I want to smell. I want like smells amazing. I want to spray one more time this hand. The spray is good. Look, not so great. It doesn't shoot so many juice, but it actually shoots like like it is not narrow spray. It's so great, man. And to be honest, in my opinion, this is for everybody. Everybody can wear it, from the young people to the aged people. I don't mind like to smell this one on anyone's body. And to be honest, I haven't smelled this like as this is the first bottle that I own, and I have gifted few to others. Though many says like many women can actually pull this off. Basically, many says like any sweet fragrances can be pulled off by a woman, and to some other reviewers they sometimes say fragrance is for everybody. Just it is the house or the brand like they categorize it, but actually too much of floral is not for men, I believe. But this one, I think it won't be so good on ladies. Just give me your point of view in the comments below. But for me, as I haven't smelled it on any women around me, so I don't know. But if you do, please actually share your thoughts what you think it smells on a woman. But to men, it smells amazing. The amber, the orange, and the tobacco, like it is just a complete mix of what we say like the sweetness blended wisely. I feel like smelling and smelling all the time. And though all the notes are very potent, but this fragrance to me, like yeah, it is a bit dark, but dark and soft both. Like how should I actually put it? It is dark like when it's sprayed, like you might think like it is very potent, but within few minutes and so like it calms down a bit, it tamed down, and within time like like as it remains the same almost the whole time, you are going to smell fantastic throughout. Longevity, you are normally you get like when I tried it, I get around 3 to 4 hours because most probably of the climate that we have here. But other than that, after 3 hour mark, 3 to 4 hour mark, it actually sits close to your skin. And I think like for different country, for the different climate, it might actually get 1 or 2 hour extra. I think as the winter is coming, I think we might get a bit more. But during summertime, I get around 3 hours. And this is a very wonderful creation by the house of Calvin Klein. Definitely worth buying. You won't regret. But if you don't like amber or if you don't like sweet fragrances, it is better to give it a try before you buy. Other than that, like if you do love sweet fragrances, this is something you should have. As I told you before, if you own like 100 bottles and if you don't have CK1, the original, the frosted glass, and that one's really fresh, and this is sweet, and this CK1 shock, you're collection is not complete. So today I would say, though it is a very old fragrance and you won't regret purchasing it, though I told you, if you do love it, like love sweet fragrances, then you can actually go for it. Otherwise, you give it a try before purchase. But other than that, if you do love all kind of fragrances, this is something you should definitely try and have it in your collection. So if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and give a thumbs up button, and hope to come up with some other new videos later on in future. Hope to purchase some new fragrances so that I can do unboxing video. And other than that, like I'm planning to do, like, I do have a few bottles of my collection, sorry, so I should do full reviews on those. So okay, so that's it. This time, go for it. I'm not telling the line not to go for the hype or so. This is already hyped and actually, the curve, like the marketing curve, it was like this, and now it has fallen down. Like they have earned a lot and they won't actually mind to earn much. Like, it is like cash cow from the, it is coming and coming. It is throughout the world, like you can get this bottle. So go for it. It is something that you won't regret. Ta-ta.